Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? How you guys doing today? What's up, boys and sandwich makers? I can't even say that with a straight face anymore. Because now to me, sandwich makers is basically baby makers. You guys remember that video from the other day, right? I can't even look at a sandwich the same way anymore. That's like my new insult. Like, you guys are a bunch of sandwiches. You know what I mean? I don't know. But hey, how you guys doing? Have you heard? Oh my god, have you heard? Battlefield 4 is outselling Call of Duty. Ah, it's a lie. All these people have been I've been reached out to like a lot over the last couple days or so. Apparently there's this website that has been going about saying that Battlefield 4 is outselling, or it has more pre-sales than Call of Duty Ghosts. Let me tell you something real quick, guys. That's not going to happen. There's like a 0.2% chance that could happen within the next 5 years. Like, what people have to understand before I get into this commentary is because Call of Duty has the most sales, you gotta understand that does not mean it's the best game out there. It may be the best game for some people, but that does not like dishonor the Battlefield name or any other contest out there or any other game that's worthy. It does not mean Call of Duty's better. It just means they had, seniority, momentum, and it's an easy to pick up game for all ages. An 8-year-old can pick up Call of Duty and scream in your ear all day long, calling you a faggot and how he fucked your mom. That's what Call of Duty is. 8-year-olds don't have the patience or tolerance to play a game like Battlefield because it resorts to teamwork, objective play, and there's so much more to do with it. It's not as appealing to a flashy, oh my god, I got a UAV. You know what I mean? It's just not one of those things. So generally, they're probably going to always have a larger audience than Battlefield. That's something that's probably not going to change. I'd say there's more adult males that favor Battlefield, or at least the ratio is more proper between, kids between, 8 and 15 versus that. I'd say that's probably 60 to 70% of the Call of Duty fan base versus that in the Battlefield fan base is probably 10 or 20%. That's just an estimate, but you guys probably would confirm that that's about true. Now, this website's been out, and these guys have been hitting me up. Oh, did you hear this? Did you hear this? I'm gonna squash this right now. That is a very inaccurate website. That website, and it goes too, because there's other blogs following up on what this website says, and there's no way it's accurate. Just looking at it, it just seems fishy. According to them, GTA 5 is now the most pre-ordered game right now, which could be believable. And then it goes on to say that Battlefield 4 is more pre-copies, pre-orders over Call of Duty Ghosts in every platform. But the one that has the big numbers is actually Xbox 360 and PS3. Now, let's be clear real quick. Yes, it's coming out on all platforms and all things, but at no point would the PS3 sales, which are hundreds of thousands of, copies high, be more pre-ordered than the PS4 or the PS3 versions. I know a lot of people are going to use those because they're not going to buy the next gen, but with the amount of people that are buying next gen, I honestly think that there are going to be far more copies of the PS4 and Xbox One pre-ordered and purchased than there will be the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So, to be fair, those numbers are inaccurate. They said that there was like 30,000 PlayStation 4 and Xbox One copies pre-ordered, and there were like 800,000 of the Battlefield 4 on Xbox 360. I don't think that's accurate at all. Because it seems, if anything, that may be the other way around. I know more people have the Xbox 360, so there will be significant people buying them, yes. But I don't believe that there are only 30,000 pre-orders right now for Battlefield, for PS4 or something like that. There's no damn way. I pre-ordered it right off the bat. I know probably out of most of you guys doing this right now, I'd say there's a significant amount of you guys that have pre-ordered this right now. So I think that those are extremely inaccurate. I think they just factored up just random numbers. So you can't trust everything you hear. Right now, out of nowhere. I mean, people will listen and they'll go with it. You got to understand this. Like me or Level Cap or anyone else could say in a video that it's outselling that. And without any hesitation, or if we actually just said that, didn't even have to cite sources or anything like that, that most people would probably believe it and they'd go with it and it just turned into a massive shitstorm. I went on to Amazon to do a little bit of my own research, and according to Amazon, which is actually something you can look at because they keep track of that, they have like a top 100 list and everything like that, so you can go on there and it'll actually not really tell you the numbers pre-sold, or I just may not have dug deep enough. But it will not tell you that, but it'll show you what they are on pre-order list. For example, like Call of Duty Ghosts was like number 46 for Xbox 360 or Xbox One pre-orders was like number 36, and Battlefield was like number 167. So Battlefield 4 is significantly behind in pre-orders for Xbox and PlayStation 4, and is slightly above Call of Duty Ghosts in PC. So as it stands, COD is winning in the console wars. They're like just blowing them out of the water. Would it shock me if Call of Duty Ghosts outsells Battlefield? No. Do I think Battlefield will get closer this year? Yeah. Would I be willing to bet money that Call of Duty more than doubles the sales of Battlefield 4? Yes. I would easily put money down that Call of Duty Ghosts will outsell Battlefield copies by at least double. And that has nothing to do. It doesn't reflect on the game or which is better or anything like that. I don't know why people really care about this, but that's just something I wanted to address. A lot of people have contacted me over the last few days saying Battlefield's outselling. It's not, and it shouldn't anytime soon. Within the next few years, it shouldn't. Upon doing some of this research, I came across this website. It was hilarious. It made me laugh so hard that they started telling, they were trying to decipher the two and show what pre-orders meant and why to pre-order each one of them. And this website was like, Call of Duty, we have a new dog that can be your best friend in this video. We have new maps with dynamic this and that, which means fish can swim away from you and things are going on in the map and other stuff like this. And that's seriously all they had to explain with it. And with Battlefield, they're like, we have 1080p, 64-man servers. We've got 60 frames. We've got buildings that fucking fall apart, cities that get destroyed. We've got 7 new explosives. We've got all these new vehicles. And this list went on. And I didn't know if it was biased, if people were just like, this was obviously written by a Battlefield fan. But there was absolutely no evidence that Call of Duty had changed outside of a dog. Right? Like, come on, man. I could just go adopt one of those right now. It's not that special, okay? Come on, dude. Seriously. They eat their own poop. So, I start to laugh a little bit. COD's not changing, but doesn't really need to change. And then it got me to thinking, is Battlefield going to change? Is it going to get to the point where there's just so little things that you can do? Call of Duty, nobody cares about the guns changing. Yeah, you'll get new guns. Guns will change. Futuristic guns, things change. Big whoop. You're guaranteed to get new guns on every new title you buy. If it's an FPS, it's pretty much guaranteed. You'll get a couple of the old ones, but you'll get a lot of new ones, or they'll be slightly changed or altered, new things coming in. But to be fair, I think there is a cap. There's only a couple little things that you can change and innovate, but I think there is a level where unless you change your game from the ground up, which is a big risk, that all your game is going to be regurgitated. It's going to be repeated over and over and over again. I think Battlefield 4 is going to be a close copy to Battlefield 3. They've added a lot of new things, but it's going to look, feel, and seem like Battlefield 3. People need to understand, because that's one of the largest arguments for Call of Duty is it's the same shit every year. It's going to get to the point where Battlefield's going to be the same way. I mean, it's got a little bit more room to grow because it's learning, it's growing, they're adding new developers involved and everything like that. But there's only so much you could do without changing the entire course of the game. So that's my theory, something I wanted to put in there for you guys. So just remember that not everything you see on the internet is true. According to that website, the sales are off, but according to almost all the other websites, Ghost is outselling it. So, again, that's not relevant, but something I wanted to address. The question that everybody asks is, will Battlefield 4 finally pre-sale, outsell a Call of Duty title? So that is the question we have to ask. Let me know what you guys think down below. Put me a number, just a guesstimation, a rough estimate. Let me know what you guys think the sales will be. Give it a ratio. Do you think it'll be a 1-to-5 for Battlefield? Do you think Battlefield will sell 1/5 of the copies? Or just give a number. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you honestly feel about this situation. And, yeah. So, again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Just something I wanted to address because there's a lot of people around. Even the final straw was a commentator tweeting in excitement. He was sitting there ooh, boner approved. Yeah. I'm just so joyous. The world has just been changed and he felt like justice has been served, which I would agree with. But he was extremely excited about something, and it's probably not true. So I wanted to address it before things get a little bit too out of control. And, yeah, that's how it is, guys. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And have fun, you dirty sandwiches.